threw it up right on the front of the thing. The back of her head looks like that little blood thing that's there. Look at it. You can't unsee it now. All right, I'm getting rid of that now because otherwise ESL is going to fire me. But yeah. No, I can't teach you magic. Nobody can teach anybody magic. It's too complicated now. All right, let me see if I can find this Legion commander. Look at that thing out of the back of her head. Wait, what? It's gone now. What? Where did it go?
What?
Did you guys see that? You definitely saw that. Is it like... I've been casting for 7 hours now, so I'm starting to fall apart. That's what I'm seeing things. All right, regardless, whose draft would you rather play? Looking at it right now, is there like maybe even just, you could say like a moment in the game where you feel like one of the teams is going to be strong over the other?
I think Fnatic's draft, not just saying it simply because, oh, it's Fnatic, oh, they're...
Right.
It's just when you look at their draft, the roundness of it. You've got multiple ways to initiate. You've got that backline damage, multiple damage sources, physical damage, the magic damage from
30 seconds remaining.
Even if they position themselves poorly, I think the ability for Troll to survive bad positioning and like the tankiness of Slardar potential. Easier for Fnatic to make mistakes and still Cignal. If the monkey gets picked off, he gets like maybe a BKB, he dies. Legion, he has to sit back. Like they don't have this actual hero who wants to sit directly at the front of the fight. All of their three cores are kind of just poking from the back line and then making their jump. So it's going to be hard for Cignal to start a fight unless it's just Legion blink jump. But then at that point you
wonder how this will turn out.
Right. Well, and maybe it is going to be coming down to Jamesy's making things happen on the Void, and then you can have that like follow up afterwards with the Legion or something like that. I will mention that 23 Savage there spotted the Rubik coming back behind the tower. Rubik was looking to see if there were any wards in the area, so he like was standing by this tree and then stepping into tower range. That's why it looked all funky. He was looking for a ward, but he didn't see it. But Troll spotted him run out, so I don't know if they're going to be able to find a D ward there or not, but looks like not for the moment. Jab's position 5. Right now. And then this is the normal thing that we've been seeing. DJ gonna come over, draw the aggro, pull the creep wave back behind, and
you have to do this in this. You don't do this, your lane's pretty much over from the get-go.
Oh my god,
ABAT inside the double creep wave though.
Oh, ABAT, he's in trouble. Another stun in a second, and Cignal, if they lose their carry right here, that is not how that's supposed to go. And maybe Grimz also in trouble. They're gonna body block with the fissure moving in. He has another stun in a second if he wanted to mango for it, but doesn't decide to go for it. Oh man.
Yeah, that is not how it's meant to go. But iceiceice God question mark? How do we spin that? How do you want to spin that?
You always want to, so a lot of people have different theories about it. My personal philosophy with Dota and the way that I cast it is that I always want to try and make it seem as if the players are making the good move. So this is just
playing
really well.
Is that how you do it? Sorry?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
within reason. Like if there's a very clear mess up, then it's, you know, you do that. But otherwise, try and talk about how good the players are as opposed to a mess up that the players have.
That's fair. So unfortunately, ABAT, the Point King, is going to have to readjust his playstyle on the top lane.
Yeah, that ain't great. Oh, good use there of the axes just to keep them from being able to get any extra damage there. On to jabz, so he's gonna solve up and be fine. But yeah, man, holy crap! iceiceice and DJ just owning this lane right here.
Working them right now, just absolutely working them. And the worst thing as well is when you take creep waves away from a lane and give the carry free farm, it's fine when the carry's like equal levels of the creeps. When your offlaners are now nearly a level and a bit higher, like this monkey's gonna feel very awkward. Camp, she can still lead you. Let's be like, you're not being punished from pulling creeps at it. Overall, Fnatic just crushing the top lane.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, I feel like at this point, just put Grimz on the carry. Like, let this man do it.
Let the man scale.
He's got a fissure block off there to interrupt the pull that was coming in. Maybe ABAT can get these creeps all the way over. It's not quite there. Unfortunate, but they do get a stack.
Struggling. Things playing out in the way of the top lane. But at least bot lane's going okay for Legion. I think have to think about that the kill potential in this bot lane from Fnatic is very like lackluster. You have to really hope that Cignal. You're not going to really see them from the lead. Like no kill potential, very passive, chill, farm up.
Yeah, that feels like it's the route that they want to go. The thing that's scary about this, though, also is like I'm looking at DJ, who's oftentimes been like the game winner for this Fnatic squad, and he is going to have such a good game. You've got 3 melee cores, and then a Rubik and a Silencer. Granted, that other side, like the Rubik Silencer, both of those heroes are annoying for the Earthshaker, but against the core matchup, if they find him, it can be real rough.
The irony, as you talk about DJ and how he's the guy making the plays, he places the Observer Ward,
oh my god,
outpost inside the range of the.
That's not great.
No.
Town is in the
But
now he's learned. What? Oh Jesus!
What happened?
No, he's just running around mid. Like your offlane is just at 4 minutes is just annoying this like poor Jamesy. He's trying to play his game. He's already like at a disadvantage playing against Alina, right? And then the Slada just pops into mid like, hello mate, how you doing? You're not playing this lane anymore. I'm gonna crush it. Watch out.
Oh, man, it's not a good time. And Moon, like the other thing too about Moon as a player is that he is just, not only is he like indomitable and really hard to deal with, he also is a bully. Like this guy bullies super hard. Although he might be the one getting bullied here. He could turn around and maybe kill off Jamie. Thinking about it. Oh, good dissimulate. That keeps him alive. Bottom, or rather top lane in the meantime, iceiceice and DJ were able to combine for another kill onto that Silencer.
The Silencer just kind of stepped into the camp and then just bashed him first time. Jake got the fish and then proceeded to right click him down again.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He didn't even lose his regen rune. Like, this guy is a bully.
Yeah, it's just lean of the newly heroes in the mid. Such a nice matchup, but I guess that's the issue when you play a hero in one role and when you draft it every time, you never flex it. The Voice Spirit is pretty much a mid hero at this point.
Right.
It's easier for Fnatic to draft, right? You saw how they picked the Lina in the early second phase, didn't really care about it, and then they get to fight their carries. And this is a result of that kind of battle.
Oh man.
Early days.
Eating a cookie, but they're gonna get out of there afterwards. DJ, along with Grimz, thinking about going for that fissure block. They connect onto him, light strike right afterwards. Moon makes this rotation, is going to find a kill and then find a stack, because they have been building this one up for a while. DJ and Chant Totem, they got another round of the Dragon Slave and all the XP, all the gold, everything going into the coffers of Moon and Mr. DJ, who stacked it up for him. And 6 minutes, 3,000 gold lead. Fnatic is a very good team.
Every move around the map has just led to kind of advantage. Lina moves top to get the triple stack, kill, and then jabs instantly fit. The laning stage at the moment, Fnatic, that the troll can just exist on him. He doesn't need that help. They're just getting levels and go every kind of full pack. While Cignal are kind of trying to stem the bleeding. You can see the Monkey King just kind of hopping around on the trees. He's not really hitting creeps and doing much right now.
iceiceice level 6, Troll level 6. They're going to rotate up here and try and pressure the tower. Nobody is down bottom right now for Fnatic, but it's also not the biggest steal in the world, as they're still, like you said, getting a lot out of the map and able to play very oppressively. Oh, iceiceice.
He's not.
Yeah, he's doing the wrap. Oh, poor Silencer.
Ace. Damage. He just can't do anything. Very done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Wow. I feel like every time I look at ABAT, he's just like up in a tree wanting to boundless strike a creep. That's his life right now, is Erice is just going to get ran at. They are TPing in a couple heroes. The Legion Commander is going to be here also to try and find Savage. They're not level 6 yet on ABAT though. He's only level 4, so Van is just going to get ran at here. Fissure connects. He's blocked in. And Cignal is going to get eaten up by the Moon rotation afterwards. From bad to really worse.
That's a nasty situation.
Yeah, so Cignal have no ability to pressure the lane, so as soon as the troll TP's top, the natural move is to try and pressure the alternate tower. So then it's like trade to recur. But because you have this Legion Rubik in lane, and you pretty much have a non-existent Monkey King right now due to double death and then having to run back to lane. Oh no! Ice.
Oh, no! Oh, it's not fair. The bash. One more punch. He tries to switch into a trick. I'm not here. Don't look at me. But they get the kill. God, this has been a rough game.
Which coincidentally was going to lead on to the point where because you can't push, you then have no ability. Like even if you try and make these moves, Fnatic made the initial TP, right? So even if you try and make any side map pressure, Fnatic are always going to be able to be there and punish you. So Fnatic just making the moves a little bit earlier, meaning they never actually lose any kind of presence.
Yeah. They have one hero that's above level 6. That's the Void Spirit. They are looking for this tome. Likewise, though, you can see Fnatic holding on to both of these outposts, and I don't think they're going to let them up.
No. 5k at 9 minutes. I think you should probably take every scuffle that you can. But
yeah.
Don't let Cignal have even a breath in this.
Looking for Van, stun, amp damage, crush, lightning strike array connects, and Moon gets another kill. Dude, Moon is so good.
Yeah, he's such an active mid laner. Back in the Netscape days, the best player on the list. He's always a stand-up player on whatever team.
Yeah. Really solid showing. 11-0. And it doesn't feel like it's going to get particularly easier. jabz, thinking about cooking himself, thinking about baiting this out, taunted, walking, fissure, connects, jabz, taking damage. It's gonna go down, they're on the board, but it comes at a price. It's 23 Savages up on the high ground. They weren't willing to fully commit for that, and more importantly, all the outposts going to the Radiant.
jabz saw DJ running around the dire jungle. Like, I could do that too, and then he kind of forgot that he's not as cool and quick and tanky as the other lads in his team.
Dude, how do you get back into this game if you're Monkey King? I feel like the game is just over for him almost. No,
so the way that when you're 8k down at 10 minutes, normally you can't really take a 5v5, of course. So it's about how do you skip the waves and make Fnatic have to look back. Because right now Fnatic have this ability to really move. So ideally the Monkey King will reposition. As he's doing now slowly, he's going to reposition onto the Radiant side deep and start taking away. But meanwhile, Fnatic is just going to ignore him and just keep plowing down lanes and force all this aggression out. But Moon though in the bot lane.
jabz kind of messed up that. Oh, if they can get this kill. Oh! Oh, Moon. What a guy. The deny comes through. They find themselves the silencer. It was a little bit of a misplay there by jabz. He didn't really angle his Mortimer Kisses super well, but it didn't really end up mattering. Erice still got away from him. Stole Guardian Sprint right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty.
Like you're talking about, ABAT just trying to make whatever space he can. And unfortunately, he's going to run into iceiceice, and he has no mana left. So he can't jump away from this one. They cut down the tree again. All he wanted was a creep wave. Oh. Oh.
Hold up. Oh.
Oh.
Ah, there we go. He was going to die, but...
yeah. They forced out the Echo Slam.
Radiant's top tower.
It's actually the worst thing as well is you have the Slardovy monkey where the monkey's meant to have an okay lane, decent lane, but then the Slardar has the better lane, and on top of that he gets the amp off on the monkey whilst he's farming the creep wave. So the monkey can't do the whole annoying, I'm out of here, see ya, I'm on a tree. It's not like, oh yeah, you're on that tree? Okay, now you're on that tree. Alright, no worries, I'm gonna chase you to the end of... Yeah. Slardar's a quick guy, so...
The fact that he also has the Quelling Blade, just keeping it in there, it's like...
Oh.
It's super value.
It's a free Abyssal Blade at this point, you know?
Yeah.
It has like the same range, it's got everything, you know? It's a great... It's the best Quelling Blade that you've ever...
Alright, so Cignal, gonna see if they can make something happen. Down bottom, Monkey King shows up. jabz is in the area and is going to try and hold on to this tower for all he's worth. They are making a big rotation for this kill. But let's see if they can do it.
Fnatic are smoked up as well in the mid wave right now, running down. jabz probably will die, but they clean up after.
The duel. The duel win.
Like, he's only dead for 24 seconds, and they don't push that quick. So if Fnatic choose to fight this, then yeah, they're already TPing in.
Oh god, they have to know that this is coming though. Oh god. ABAT. Oh, he gets Laguna, and it's not dead yet. So they kill off Van. ABAT able to make the jump away happen. On the other side, Erice. Oh, he went for the creep instead.
Radiant's
Unfortunate
bottom
to be there.
tower is uninvited.
So 15-2.
Dire's bottom tower
The
is in
10,000 gold
turmoil.
lead.
Yeah, Fnatic are currently just doing their thing, you know, just working them. It's
Dire's
just hard to
bottom
really
tower
kind of.
lies in ruins.
Oh, poor Cignal. The issue as well is they just don't have the heroes right now to try and take
No,
these
not
players.
again. He's like, please
Chase
don't
him down,
hurt me.
iceiceice.
Please
He
don't.
doesn't
They
care.
got him. Almost.
He just doesn't care about this TP either. He's a TP and he's like, I don't care. Like, even if they
blocked
kill
by the creep
iceiceice
now.
here,
He's not on top of things.
Killing spree.
They don't know where he is. They do take down the Earthshaker. iceiceice moving in. They spot him. He's trying to cut down these trees.
4 heroes now top
If they can get him here, this is pretty good.
Yeah, now he's overstepped his mark, maybe. Yeah, there we go.
I should have waited on the duel, but it's okay. They still managed to get the kill. Actually, he could have phased through them, maybe. So
He went from 11k to 10k, so we're back, boys.
hey, they're doing it.
That
They
is
also
the one-
killed off the Earthshaker on the other side, so that was a nice little pickup.
Yeah, for sure. I think, jokes aside, this the one downside of having such a strong start, it's a little bit overconfident. Tend to kind of just make these like wild moves, right? Having a little bit of fun. So I'm not expecting Fnatic to continue these plays. I'm sure they'll probably get themselves back in line soon. But nice to see that they're enjoying these qualifiers at least so far.
Certainly, iceiceice is.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
one person that's set
Yeah.
to do it. It's going to be him.
23 Savage is like, oh man, don't do this again. I just want to get this game over and done with. You know,
is under fire.
it's getting late now.
You know, interestingly enough, it's also Cignal that are holding both of the outposts right now. So Fnatic not doing the best job of like being super clean about closing this stuff all out, but I don't think that it matters a ton
Not
in
right
the grand
now.
scheme of things.
Bottom tower.
It's gonna be the 20-minute mark, but it matters. Of course, trying to unlock that free Roshan that their draft has, especially Zlarda on the trot. Now this is where you're going to see them take control of the outpost again, move back in the jungle, get some warding up. They're going to probably play as a 5 unit now and not this kind of independent lone soldier that iceiceice is trying to be.
Right. Well, and it's good when you can find those pickoffs every now and then, but it's also the situation where you kind of psych yourself up into feeling like, okay, I can just kill him every time. Eventually, he learns. Gets into a good position. Aquila picked up for the Monkey King.
That's
That's a huge item for him. It's real good.
Under attack.
All in though.
See? It's the escape. Okay. So global had to be used.
Key note about this move, by the way, they both TP to the tier 2 right now. So if Cignal want to take this fight, Fnatic can triple TP to this tower and not be too heavily punished from this.
Dire's top tower isn't well at the moment.
About it. Oh, Moon. The Shadow Blade
Hurrying
away. Good recognition. You realize that they're all in the area and just backs out. It's an Imp Claw picked up for Slardar now also. Can switch that one out for the Ironwood Tree if he wants.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at the broom handle.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
But yeah, in the meantime,
They
Cignal
even
under
get the
pressure.
slow, even get the velocity. No what? Okay, heck guys, you know what you need? All GPM. Let's get that in your jam.
Easy.
Oh look, 3 seconds. Kick in. Now, there we go.
Radiant's
got that one?
bottom tower is
Jab,
under
jab.
attack.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is
They didn't
under
recognize
He's already
the
close to the
portrait.
net.
Realize.
Next, like 1900 gold now, like 1950.
Radiant's
Most
bottom
casual
tower
fives
is
will
fallen.
pick up the occasional
Dire's
meta.
middle tower is in the wrong end.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is lost.
That's the way to do it, definitely. Global's back up in 40 seconds. In the meantime, Cignal have gotten some space for themselves to farm, but it's come at the cost of losing all of their tier 2 towers except
Their
for
entire
one.
map.
Yeah. Yeah, which is a problem.
But as you can see now from the warding, Fnatic, they've moved top, get some warding out, that near the outside the free areas, moving, holding this high ground. 23 Savage will push him to lane, and then the fourth fighting this high ground.
Oh no, that is not how that's supposed to go. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. Jamesy, they're trying to get the duel. Is it going to be enough for the kill? They managed to kill off Moon. Okay, not terrible. 3 going down. TJ with the big old jump though, and finds the finish onto 3 of them. That is how you turn it back around afterwards. But they did lose Moon. I don't know if it matters all that much. The Echo was always going to be there.
Yeah, like, it wasn't as clean as it could have been, but overall that play is very much a, we forced you out of your top side of jungle, and this high ground area is now ours. So if you want to walk up this high ground, it's meant to be a, we jump you straight away, but they weren't in a position correctly as a unit at that time. They were still going to readjust it, which meant the Cignal could get up the high ground and get the Wukongs off and actually have presence within it. And it's conceptually really good idea for Fnatic, but of course they were kind of cushioned by the fact that they are so far ahead in the game that if this was a mistake made maybe 5k ahead, then it wouldn't have been an easy kind of comeback with this.
I guess the other thing that you have to think about with this too is that was also a fight where they didn't get the duel on the Slardar. They didn't get the boundless strike on the Slardar. Who else jumped in there? It was some other thing that kind of went weird on the initiation.
I think we need to be clear here. Even if they hit every single spell, they don't have enough damage to kill Fnatic 6 times the Aegis of the world. So I think they probably got the best that they could have from the situation, being the leaner, being the harder, but
right.
Fnatic are making this move, and at this moment, like, imagine if the laning phase got a little bit better, maybe 50% better, then yeah, it would have been a slightly different situation. Now Fnatic again, like, they don't have any cooldowns really in their team, right? Sure, they have Slam, but it's a small factor that as long as it mirrors the cooldown of Wukong, they don't really care. They can just keep running it.
Yeah, absolutely. Run at you, Dota. See if you can make it happen. In the meantime, Jamesy going to do his best to cut through these waves, buy time for his team. ABAT, somewhat of a similar thing, but you can see iceiceice, they know that he's in here. So if he shows himself for even a moment, like, they're going to get blown up.
If he springs down here, just wait, just keep an eye.
Double damage.
He's thinking about it. He's
a keen bean, he wants it.
In the meantime, there's also some stuff happening mid.
You mean, yeah, sorry, that's structural damage. Oh, those fundamentals of Dota. You lose buildings.
That one's a little tough. So 17,000 gold lead, 20-6, and they're still just waiting. Dude, he knew he was gonna be there. DJ, oh God, run away. I bet you're crazy.
Like, patience is probably one of the biggest factors in why people will get it. And I don't mean like professional, like your pubs, right? Like, do you really have the true determination to sit in the tree line for like 2 minutes to find that tink that you're risking abandoning the tinker? You have to decide.
That's true enough. One or the other. There is no in between. Sometimes,
no,
you know, when you kill the tinker, you just abandon afterwards anyways. Chase, Chance looking for the kill, not in the duration of the duel. Big old stomp, but there isn't any follow-up. Monkey King ultimate's down. He does not have much farm, but 23 Savage still willing to chase here.
Yeah, they've used all their spells right now, so Fnatic, even though they don't have a Slardar, they still have the initiation from Earthshakers. Get in there, lads.
He's got a blink. He wants to go. They push him down to the low ground, and that is a win. Cignal Ultra making it happen. They still hold on to global also.
They do have a very, it's okay, but a lackluster way of actually pushing out lanes as well when it comes to that high ground defense. So they can continue finding these single pickoffs and then retreat back to their base. They have the Legion, they have this route. They can deal with one wave. If they have 2 waves pushing in, like 2 lanes, that's when they're going to struggle defending any high ground seat. Right now, if they can potentially move around, but Wukong's gone on for 50 seconds, so all Fnatic need to do right now is group up and get any pick off, and then they're back in the gonna take your base kind of.
Oh, they spotted him. Moon not gonna be able to find ABAT there. Wanted him, but not there. Yeah, and the other thing that is kind of you know, worth keeping in mind with all of this is that Fnatic have like a very clear path of how they want to play the next couple of minutes. They've already taken the tier 3 tower mid, so they can like shove in that lane once they take the next Roche. And as you said, shove in the other side lanes on top of it. And if they don't deal with mid, they're going to just passively take the racks. So they're doing a really good job of it.
Are you looking at the net worth right now?
The 18,000 gold lead, yeah.
Yeah, you mean the Monkey King who's like half the size of the troll?
Oh yeah, that also. Yeah, that's a problem.
That is, you know, it's a small problem. I think they can work around it in 30 minutes time if they continue.
I mean, how much of it was the double death at the start, like in the creep wave?
All of it.
You think that's all of it?
Yeah, because so he walks the lane, he then plays into a Slardar inside a double wave, gets bashed,
right,
or stunned, sorry. He dies, comes back to lane, dies, and then at that point he then tries to pull the wave to reset the wave with the hard camp, misses the pull because of DJ's fissure. So now you pretty much had 2 deaths, missed like 4 to 5 waves against a Slardar, who's like the melee man winner. Monkey King isn't a strong hero at like level 1. He scales like at 3, 4. That's when he starts truly bullying these melee guys. And Slardar's the same hero, so one gets the level advantage. That guy's gonna win the lane. So yeah.
I mean, the thing about it that's like so interesting too was that it was just, it felt like, I think that he died 2 times to the same double creep wave also. It wasn't just that he like died to a double creep wave, it was like he respawned and died to the same creep wave, which was insane. I think that Cignal had a rough go of their first 2 opponents in that they're facing Fnatic, and earlier it was Geek Fam, like the 2 best teams in the league are in the qualifier. Lina, maybe dead. Cookie, down to low ground. Yule Scepter, living, has a haste rune, but it's not going to work. And in the meantime, 23 Savage gets pulled back in by Jamesy Silence, but they won't be able to find anything. So again, little signs of life here. It doesn't change the general complexion of how this game is looking, though.
You have to give props to Cignal though, that even like look at, they have no vision. They got literally 1 ward on the high ground spot just below the tier 3, and they're using this very limited vision and actually getting pickoffs. Sure, that's probably down to Fnatic just not playing as a cohesive 5. They're 19k up. They should probably just be pressuring and ending the game at this point for tier 5, that tier 3s. But you got to give props to Cignal. They've identified that these core heroes are alone, and they're comboing their like the best spells, which is dual and Wukong command, getting that critical core kill, never compromising and going for a support, which allows them to have that extra minute or 2 in this game. So even though their laning phase was kind of horrendous and the map movements from Fnatic were superior, they are like I said, signs of life. But now the top fight, probably where they're gonna get dismantled, because you can't take a fight if you don't have Wukongs up.
That was the BKB used from 23 Savage, and yeah, they're just gonna back out afterwards now. Roche going to respawn right at this moment. They ping it out. This Roche movement is the one downside to it that we're gonna see is iceiceice maybe gets jumped on here. Silence. He already got the sprint off though, and he's away. Is that maybe Cignal can pick up a couple of the tier 3 items. That would be probably the main thing to watch for if they get some time to themselves.
Maybe when the patch was first released, I would say, yeah, maybe these neutralizers are going to really change it, give them sign of life, but nah.
Yeah.
Even if Cignal got given tier 5 items right now, I don't see them having a like true chance. Sure, it sounds like a little bit but Cignal rely on Wukong's Jewel to kill a core.
Right.
Those are 2 spells. Once they're down, they have literally nothing.
Yeah.
And then Fnatic, every single hero has something to bring to the fight. Cignal, they rely on 2 heroes.
Ooh. Silence. ABAT gets off the Wukongs. They're running into the Wukongs. The global comes out. Is there an answer? Doesn't look like it so far. The Earthshaker is already dead. This is about as good as this fight could have started, but like you said, they don't have the Wukongs now. Jamesy trying to run away. iceiceice there. Silence. The bash comes out though. They time it and they get that kill. And now 23 Savage looking for another follow-up. That was nicely played. Oh, the ranged bash. 10% always feels so nice. Needs another punch. Is it going to be there in time? Not quite. 23 Savage is going to be able to live through that, so he does not lose the Aegis. Just for good measure, a little bit of 250 health from the Cookie.
Fun fact, by the way. Oh, are they going to mid though? Hold up.
Chase? Punch? Dash? Oh, he gets the cheese off. Oh no. And they'll find that kill. And ABAT, one more punch. Can they get him in time? Tries to jump to the other tree. Ice. He still has his quelling point. He's not going to quite get there. He's chasing him to the ends of the earth.
Fnatic, go for the buildings now. Monkey Blood is fun.
What's your fun fact?
Fun fact with Troll is obviously you can just toggle when you throw out a range right click as it flies. As soon as you toggle back to melee, it becomes melee, right? So he's always gonna have the 25% flash shot on any range right click.
As long as he does that.
Of course, yes. If he does that, yes, correct. I would assume he would, you know?
Yeah. He's
Extra
pretty good at Dota.
15%, Leah, let's go.
Yeah, I remember when they were doing that. It was the first time I saw something like that was when Ramses was doing it on Troll with the Battle Fury when he was farming up camps as he ran to it. Yeah. Another lift up there. Only trying to slow things down, but the Abyssal Blade comes out. Rubik is done. I don't know if you want to duel anybody in this, but maybe iceiceice. The cookie keeps him alive and give this man some damage, because why not? They will eventually take down the Slardar, but 23 Savage, as you predicted, running into the base. There will be no punish, though.
No, not really. Not now.
Yeah. Well, 28,000 gold lead, and as was predicted, Fnatic looking to close this one out in really easy fashion there as they take down that melee barracks.
Yeah. Kind of repeats the age-old fact that if you win lanes, you win the game.
Especially if you win all of them.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the breakdown would be they crushed top, they crushed mid, and then bottom they went even, but they didn't care about it being even because they knew as soon as the laning phase collapsed, they don't really care about the Legion. But yeah, like Troll and Snapfire is going to be like boss tier, right?
I mean, if you want, like, if you really want to try and dominate with Legion, you kind of need other people to play with, and she did not have them.
Especially exactly when your other two causes. Oh no! Game.
Oh no, man! Stun comes from the Light Strike Ray. Man trying to escape, and it is going to be a godlike 23 Savage. Moon giving his battle cry of what a punk as they take down the racks. Jump forward to Abyssal Blade, because why not? And Erice, is he living? Okay, 23 Savage doesn't know where he's going with the battle trance.
There it is.
GG. Easy peasy.
Like, okay, so sure, okay, up 30 minutes. We have to be honest, we didn't really expect, and we definitely have to give props to obviously there, but